Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm in a new area just because I have a quiet space. Summer break has started, but welcome to Fragrance Friday. My name is Nikki and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. The lighting's a little bit dark here, light here, but we're just gonna work with it. Okay, so if you don't know what Fragrance Friday is where I kind of just go over what I have been melting and burning in my house, diffusing, laundry, all that kind of great stuff. In the past couple of weeks, I have a good healthy bin here of stuff along with some stuff that I forgot to put in here that I'm going to talk to you guys about. So if you love home fragrance, if you love unboxings, if you love Disney and travel content, and just overall just a smorgasbord of awesome stuff, I hope that you'll consider subscribing. But let's just go ahead and get into this because it might be kind of long. So I have, what's not in here is I went through a big washer with tub of clothesline from Scentsy. If you don't know already, if you're new to my channel, I am a Scentsy consultant. If you don't already have a wonderful consultant, you can check my link down the description box below if there's anything here that you're interested in. But otherwise, if you have a great consultant, I hope that this just gives you some great ideas of things to do in your house, because I'm pretty honest with my reviews. Washer whiffs are like the scent boosters that you put in your laundry that make them smell good. So I went through a giant tub of that, of clothesline, which is my favorite laundry scent. And I also went through a couple dryer discs. So I did that system. Those are usually my two favorites. I will go through candles here. And for candles, I mainly stick with Bath & Body Works. Oh, I guess I have another one. So right now, currently, I have raspberry mimosa going on in my kitchen. I usually burn my candles in the evening after I'm done melting. So I usually turn off my wax warmers around 6 o'clock, and around 6:30 I melt my candles, and I do that until I go to sleep. So I have raspberry mimosa going on right now. I'm having a little bit of burning issues, but it's mainly mine. I'll talk about that when I do a full, review when it's done and let you know how it performed. But I had blueberry sugar. I'm all done with that. I know I talked about this before. It went all the way down without any problems. It wasn't too dirty. If you look inside, blueberry sugar is normally a holiday scent, but I feel like it's such a nice sweet berry scent that it's perfect for the transition from late spring to early summer. But I have sweet blueberries, brown sugar, graham cracker crust with essential oils, and this was a good performer. I would say it's about a medium type of strength. I really enjoy this. I usually get one of these a year, usually for the same type of season. So I never do it during the holidays, but you can see the packaging here, really pretty. You have the snowflakes, so it definitely gives a winter vibe, but in my opinion, it's more of a spring summer scent. And then just recently I got done with pink lilac and vanilla. Sorry, I'll put that in. You'll see I didn't quite get through it. It burned a little dirty. We'll talk about the burn. I melted this for about a week and a half, and to be honest, I didn't really like it. I think if you saw my Bath & Body Works haul, you kind of would guess that it really wasn't my favorite. It's very powdery. I love fresh cut lilacs from Bath & Body Works. It's the best lilac scent ever. It's a rock star for me, and I love that it's just straight lilac bouquet. The vanilla in this just gives it a powderiness, and I don't like it. This is definitely like a straight up, smells like a, I hope I don't offend anybody by saying this, but it smells like my great-grandmother's perfume. She was born in the 1900s, so that gives you a little bit of an idea of what I'm talking about. But this is fresh lilac, bouquets, dewy greens, and vanilla blossom. There's no dewy greens in this. This is just powder with maybe a small bit of like gardenia, in my opinion. I don't get lilacs and I don't get greens. So this was a one and done for me. Probably never gonna purchase that one again. Okay, let me go through non-wax. I have some pods here. I don't think I have any wallflowers. So, okay, let's do this. I went through Berry Bright and sugared strawberry. And I'm so glad to talk to you guys about this right now because as we speak, I don't know if these will still be stocked up. I'll put a little thing here if they're still in stock at the time of me recording this. But there is a clearance restock and these are on it. And I'm so glad because I love these, especially Berry Bright. Went through 2 pods of those. Berry Bright is basically a blue raspberry Jolly Rancher, and in the pod, it performed really well. So really loved those. If you don't know what Scentsy pods are, Scentsy doesn't just do wax. You can also do like little fan diffusers. And these are, there's little scent beads in them. So kids can't get into these or anything like that. It would be kind of hard for, I guess maybe a dog could, if they really had a lot of time with this, could chew it, but it would take a long time. But either way, they're pretty pet and kid safe. And you can put 1 or 2 of these in there and it just gives, the fan goes and it's just a light background scent of fragrance. And I really enjoy it. I have one in my laundry room and I have one in my upstairs hallway. And I also have a fan diffuser in my youngest daughter's who I'm not quite ready for her to have a wax warmer in her room. But Berry Bright is a fabulous, really sweet summer candied scent. And then I have sugared strawberry. So both of these were part of the Easter collection. And again, they just did a restock on clearance items. And so you can get these at a super low price. Sugared strawberry, definitely not as strong in pod as the Berry Bright was, but it was nice. But sugar strawberry is just a really beautiful strawberry scent. It's just really fresh strawberries with sugar on top. And so it's aptly named sugared strawberry. So I was really enjoying those. They say you can get about 120 hours from the pods. I personally can get more almost all the time. I usually get about 160 hours, maybe a little bit more. So I usually just switch these out every couple weeks. So they last about 2 weeks. Oh, and then I replaced it with Clean Breeze today. Actually, what did I replace it with? Oh, that reminds me. I was gonna say, no, I actually replaced this. I had Pina Colada Cha-Cha going, and Pina Colada Cha-Cha is light in my opinion with wax. In pod form, it's a great performer. It is actually a lot stronger on pod. I really, really enjoyed it. Pina Colada Cha-Cha is a great pineapple scent with a little bit of coconut with it. Love Pina Colada Cha-Cha in the pod form. I really recommend that. Then today I actually replaced them with Clean Breeze. Clean Breeze is a perfect clean laundry scent, very similar to Clothesline, except I feel like Clean Breeze is a tad bit sweeter and it is strong. I can smell it before I get to my laundry room. And it's actually kind of overperforming a wax melt that I'm melting today, which I'll talk about in just a minute when I get to it. But Clean Breeze is a fabulous performer in the pods. And that's just me putting 1 in each of my pods, not even putting 2, because you can put 1 or 2 in them. Okay, let's go through wax. Let's see what I got here. I'll talk about, since I was just talking about it, what is melting at the moment. I have from Bring Back My Bar. I know that I butcher this all the time, so forgive me. I have blue Hyacinth. And like I said, it's a Bring Back My Bar. This wasn't really in my wheelhouse anyway, but I wanted to try it to give a review to my VIPs and then obviously to you guys. This is, well, first of all, I'll say, in the first 20 minutes, I could start smelling it, which was, I had potential for it. Since then, I'll get occasional whiffs, and it's been in for about 4.5 hours. So it's more on the lighter side, which I'm kind of okay with because this smells like a super fancy grandma bathroom to me. This would be a great bathroom scent. It's just not a great all-around house scent, and I use the whole bar. So that tells you what it is. Great if you're into florals. It wasn't like offensive to me because a lot of powdery florals bother me. This isn't bothering me, and I think it's because it's not too strong. So that is Blue Hyacinth. I personally wouldn't repurchase this, but it's okay. You might hear my kids going in and out, by the way. Okay, I want to talk about some Disney wax here. So let me get my Disney wax. Talk about those. Sorry, bear with me here. I think I have, yes, I have 4. Okay, Disney Princess True Love Awaits. I am blown away at how much I enjoyed this in wax and pod form. I love the pod slightly more than the wax, but both of them are fantastic. It is a aquatic fruity scent, like berries type of scent. Maybe a little bit of peaches in there. And then there's like a aquatic note, like a really clean, sweet water note, if that makes sense. And it's actually pretty strong. It is about a medium to medium high in both pod and wax. And I really, really enjoy it. This is back in the vault now, so you can't purchase this now. But I hope that if you were lucky enough to buy some of this, that you try and melt it this summer, because it's really, really good. And then when it comes back out, you can add it to your club. So that's Disney Princess True Love Awaits. We'll talk about Disney's Faithful Friends. On cold, I did not like this on cold. It was off-putting to me. I was really dreading melting this, but I'm so glad that I did, because it's really nice. I'm not going to say it's club worthy, but if I might repurchase it if I see it come up again. But this is like a really nice, it has a floral musk to it. It's not flowers, but it has like a floral musk and not a powdery musk. There's a slight woods note in this. I don't know if there's a jasmine in this, but it is really pretty melted. Way better melted than on cold. This is from Lady and the Tramp, by the way. Faithful Friends. So glad that I melted this. This is a strong performer too, medium high. So really good. Okay, I wanted to talk about Totally Mini and oh boy, I still have 2 bars left, or yeah, 2 cubes left of that. Used a whole bar of Totally Mini. Totally Mini is like a peachy floral scent. I loved this on cold. Oh boy is like a raspberry lemonade but a sparkling raspberry lemonade. It's kind of like Mickey Mouse and Friends, except Mickey Mouse and Friends has like strawberries and peaches in it. This is like a raspberry, like a tart berry with citrus, with an effervescent note. So I liked on cold Totally Mini better than oh boy. Melted, Totally Mini was a complete dead to me. I could barely smell it all day long. Couldn't smell it. So this is super light. So sorry, Minnie, I love you, but not purchasing you again. Disney's oh boy though, this one was nice. And I didn't even use the whole bar in my house. I just used 6. I'm gonna save these for bedrooms. And I really liked it. It was a good medium, solid medium throw, and I really enjoyed it. It's a really nice summer scent. Okay. Havana Cabana, I had like half of a bar of this, so I used this up. And this is on the lighter side, as most pineapple scents are. This is a really good pineapple and coconut scent too, just like Pina Colada Cha-Cha, but this one is more fruity than the Pina Colada Cha-Cha. Pina Colada Cha-Cha has more of a creaminess to it. This does not, but it's nice. Good for smaller type of areas though. I don't know if you can hear my kids, but they're talking about bathroom stuff. Keeping up with the tropical scents, I got Coconut Daiquiri from the summer collection. And this is a, hey guys, I'm recording a video. Can we not talk about bathroom stuff, please? Yeah. Thank you. This is a great, I keep comparing it to this, but this is exactly what it smells like. If you're out at a tiki bar and you ever get a painkiller, it has that pineapple, and then you have coconut. It's called the Real Creme de Coconut, I think is what it is. And you have like a nice nutmeg topping on it. This is exactly what it smells like. I really, really like this. It is not, if you're looking for something that's going to give you coconut vibes, this has some pineapple in it too. But this is nice and a good medium. I would say it might be the strongest pineapple-y scent that Scentsy has. And I surprisingly really liked, Coconut Daiquiri from Scentsy. So that's part of the summer collection, available now. I'll stick with the summer collection because I have two other ones. I melted Blue Agave and Melon, and I thought I wasn't gonna like this because it smelled almost too sweet on cold, but I really liked this. This is a great performer too. It lasted probably, I mean, I had it in my warmers for 2 days, and for a good solid day and a half, I could smell it consistently. After that, it started fading a little bit, but with fruity scents that happens. This it's melon, but there's a freshness to it that I really, really liked. It wasn't too cloyingly sweet. Really like this. I might pick up another bar or two of this. That is Blue Agave and Melon. I actually have this in pod too that I'll probably diffuse here in the next couple weeks. And then Mandarin and Mango Nectar. On cold, I got a weird artificially smell. Melted, I did not. This was a almost medium strength. So this would be very guest pleasing if you had it, because they will notice it, but it's not going to be overly noticeable, like where they're constantly smelling it if you're worried about that. And I do get a nice balance of a mandarin and a mango. So you get the really nice sweetness of the mango, and then it's just cut a little bit with the citrus. And I like it. I might melt this if I get it again in a bathroom instead, because I like my scents to be more strong, but it's definitely very nice. So that's also part of the summer collection. So these three, the only one I don't have is Fiji flower, and I don't know why I didn't add that to my order that I just did today. I don't know what I'm thinking, but I will pick that up probably this month, so that way I can melt it, because I hear that might be the best one of all, which is surprising to me. Okay, I only have 5 more Scentsy and then 1 non-Scentsy to do. So let's talk about Beach and Rio Beach. These were Bring Back My bars from last spring and summer, and I picked up a couple bars of each of these. And a lot of people, I do notice, wonder what the difference between Beach and Rio Beach is. Beach is, I personally, just to let you know, I prefer Rio Beach, but I think that they're both really nice scents. Beach is very, it's such a sharp, salty air note. Like it's so salty. Like there is a sea salt scent that is like the first note. And that's weird, because what does sea salt smell like? It's like sea salt with a little bit of citrus. I don't know what kind of citrus is in it, but it's very strong. This one is way stronger than Rio Beach, I'll tell you that. But that is what makes it a really good performer. There's no sweetness to this. It's more of just sharp, salty freshness is what I would describe at Beach. Rio Beach has that, this one's has sweetness to it. So it has maybe a little bit of like a papaya, coconut, background to it with the aquatic part. So there is a little bit of ocean air in this, but it's minute. This one is definitely more sweet. This one is definitely more sharp freshness to it. So both good performers though. This one I would say is medium high for Beach. Rio Beach is a medium. So that is my take on those. I'm sure those will probably be back next year. Yesterday and the day before, I was melting Clothesline. This is probably tied with Cocoa Lime as the most powerful, strong Scentsy bar scent of all time. I easily could have melted this for another 2 days. There was plenty of scent left. I just wanted to switch it out because I get bored easily. Clothesline is the quintessential laundry scent. So it's just clean, fresh laundry. So good. So strong. Great performer. Use the whole bar. Very good. One of my all-time favorites, probably top 3 bars of all time, Sweet Plum Pastry from Bring Back My Bar. Obviously you can't get that now. And this is just the sweetest plum. There's not a lot of spice to this, but there might be just a tad. And then that you know that breakfast in bed, that Scentsy bar, that pastry note, not the pumpkin or anything like that, that pastry note is what is in here. It is so, so, so good. You can melt this pretty much all year round. The only time I probably won't do it is now deep into summer when it's starting to get a lot more warm. Like this is good even when it's like in the 60s. But once you get into like the 80s and 90s, I probably won't reach for this, but this is such a fantastic scent. Sweet plum pastry, it's in my club. I get 2 of those every club shipment. Here comes the sunflowers. If I'm gonna pick a floral scent, this might be it. This is probably my favorite one. Here comes the sunflowers. It's just a really pretty sweet floral scent. There's 0 powderiness to it. It just feels bright and sunny and beautiful, and I really, really love Here Comes the Sunflower. So probably my favorite floral scent. And then non-scentsy, I finished off Vanilla Sandalwood from Rose Girls. I got these, I think in the fall or winter time. They come in bags like this, a ton of wax, and went through it. It's a beautiful sandalwood scent, very light, but worked great in the bedrooms. So finish that off. And that is my Fragrance Friday for you guys. Thanks for dealing with the background noise. Again, it's summer break, so you're probably going to get that a lot from me in the next few weeks. But I am glad I got to share with you guys what I've been melting and burning. Let me know what you guys have been doing in your homes. And I hope that I will see you guys again soon. I'll hopefully have, I think, 2 videos coming up this following week. Okay, bye.